And we are back and doing some more reading. So, in this video, we will be conquering the second strategy in the action portion of The Obstacle is the Way with Ryan Holiday. And there is a very, very popular female that we'll be studying this time around, Miss Amelia Earhart. And the chapter reads Get Moving. So, the power of action in terms of starting is where all the magic takes place. And so, I really want to eternalize this as a reminder for those that have tried and attempted something, or if you're taking on a new endeavor, if you will. The first and hardest thing to do is to just begin, because once you have begun, that allows for enough of a track to develop momentum. And so, really understand that the obstacle that you're facing is going to be challenging, but the hardest spot is to push that initial snowball down the mountain or get that initial inertia going for your business that you just started. Any of that stuff, it's just that first kind of push that we really need to get things going or to get moving. So, great people like Amelia Earhart took action when presented their opportunity. She didn't care if the conditions were right or perfect. She took action. Yet when we are faced with life's opportunities and obstacles, we pause. We allow our fear, our nervousness to command our action. There is a universal force that empowers us when we take action. So oftentimes we do, right? We do pause, we do question, we do overthink, and we're being encouraged to not do that so much in the sense of just allowing kind of the process of things kind of processing out. Can't find the word right now, sorry. Um, but yet there is this beautifully quoted thing here. So there's a universal force that empowers us when we take action. So again, that snowball effect is that invisible force, that momentum that really allows you to move forward. And that is what we're trying to get to, right? The hard energy output of getting started. And it's just, you're not even sure where you're at. You're kind of walking like a fawn, a young deer, and everything feels shaky. Yet as you slowly keep chipping away and keep taking more steps, that is when you can really start to build this momentum. So life can be frustrating, and so often we let the inner voice convince us that we are weak, soft, and it depletes our confidence. And where I brought this point up is essentially there is this inner voice that we all have that basically is this quote unquote devil, in the sense of it makes us weak, it makes us soft, and it depletes our confidence. It's just as you're kind of right before you jump off the cliff, if you will, it's all these messages in your head that are saying you're not good enough, you're not qualified enough, you don't have what it takes, you're too small, you're too short, any of these things. So with that being said, that kind of jumps at you right before you're able to get that momentum going. So know that is kind of the opposing invisible force, and the reverse is this kind of inner voice. And then when we allow ourselves, let me go back here. So when we allow ourselves not to take action, our obstacles grow in size. This can create additional feelings of self-doubt. Sometimes in life we need okay, let me pause on that piece there. So to carry on forth of just this inner voice talk, when our obstacles grow in size, the elephant just continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more time that passes, unfortunately, just allows things at times to be almost insurmountable. And that's where things get a little bit scary, because if something is insurmountable, the odds are very likely that we're not going to be able to conquer those things with confidence, only because when you have the mountain to climb, you look up at the mountain sometimes and think, I can't do this. Why should I even start? And so that's a little bit of kind of what we're talking about here, is don't let that obstacle grow into a mountain. And if it is a mountain, which I've had personal experiences this way, just know that the only way you can climb a mountain and to walk 10,000 steps is starting with step one. And that's what we're really kind of promoting here, is to get moving. Going back to where we cut off, sometimes in life we need aggression to barrel forward. People who attack problems with the most energy and innovation usually win. And innovation and initiative, because when you complete actions, they lead to momentum. The more mojo you build, momentum you build, the stronger you become. Someone who never stops is very dangerous. So, part one again was, how do you identify an obstacle? How do you strategize around it? But sometimes with that, we need to get maybe a little pissed off. We need to get intense, and we just need to go, baby. We need to commit and know that we're probably going to run and fall and skin our knee. But then as you're healing from that skin knee, you get the time to continue to process things. And that is where real growth takes place. So if you don't take away anything else from this whole clip that we're talking about here, two things. First off, the power of the first. The power of the first. Number two, sometimes it's okay to really allow your emotions to generate and help you get through that barrier. And once you get through that barrier, you're inviting the opportunity to befriend momentum. And that is where real serious change can take place. So might have been a touch redundant on this in this video. That's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed reading it, and let's keep reading, guys.